Stacking charts, stacking doubt. Where's the move they hyped about? Where has the bull run gone? Where or where can it be?
Another fake pump, same old trap. Green candle teased, then WAP collapsed. They said this run would break the chain. Instead we be scrolling charts stuck in pain. Price action weak, volume low. FOMO tweets got nowhere to go. Dreams of altcoin moons on hold. And portfolio just feel cold. Tales of 21 still ringing every trader's dome. We made so much money, now we just roam. Chart to chart, every bounce feels rigged to flee.
That's the bull run gone. Where or where can it be?
Follow through. Patience pays, don't fade away. Every winter preps the spring one day. Trust the charts, not empty screams. It takes time to rebuild big dreams. Stay sharp, stay strong, hold your key. Even when it's hard to see, that bull runs breathing silently. Just wait.
It's rising gradually. It's coming, just wait. All we see is buy now bait, but real setups come when we wait. This ain't euphoria, this is doubt. Where legends form when the noise fades out. Market chopping, stop hunts daily. Altcoins fake pumped and fade out shady. We sideline posted, our mode is survival. Dreaming of that cycle revival. Studying our wins, especially our scars. We trade slow, not chasing stars. Back testing, journaling, working the zone. Running this game till our portfolio is full grown.
Where has the bull run gone? Where or where can it be?
We prep for this, now we wait and see. Strategy season.
Don't trade just cause it's loud online. The real run glows in quiet signs. Build your edge, don't break your lane, no squeeze. The next wave's gonna bless your name as if you sneeze. Stay sharp, stay calm, trust your read. Don't rush what your soul don't need. The market speaks, but whisper slow. Real bulls rise when patience grows.
Where has the bull run gone? Where or where can it be?
Every moment now builds your poise. Stay in the game, eyes on the trend. This isn't the end, it's the bend before the send.
So I wait candle by candle. Study the past, trade with handle. The wave will come. Till then I breathe.
Where has the bull run gone? Where can it be? Having the crypto coin mindset is all you need.
Stacking charts, stacking doubt. Where's the move they hyped about? Where has the
So that's the part that crypto coin mindset loves. Where oh where can the bull market be? Good Lord, where is it at? Where is it at? So this is a test stream. So if there's any YouTubers who want to come join me, help test this out, just let me know. You can reach out to me on Discord or on Telegram. I'll send you the link, and then I'll be pushing some buttons, and we'll see how it goes. But right now, just kind of testing stuff out. I'm gonna be charting. And I'm gonna be reaching out to a few people. I know a lot of people are busy, and a lot of people are watching probably Frankie right now, so it's probably like the worst time to do it. But again, it's just pushing buttons, really. Trying to get used to this setup. I used this, I want to say maybe like 5 years ago on my other channel, and I was doing some collabs, and a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of buttons have changed, so we'll see. See, it's louder than the voice. That's what I figured. Because on the speakers it's like super loud, and then it's like okay, well that's what I figured. So what I need to do is I need to redo that song, but have the volume lower. So possible, I don't know, we'll see. One thing that I don't like is that the chat is way over there, so I have to so there's a lot of stuff I gotta get used to. Of course, this is Bitcoin right here, and let me just see if there's show on stream. If I put this right here, okay, so that shows it. Okay, you started in the voice. So how's the voice? The voice should be normally what the voice is on my streams, Right now, I'm using Restream, the browser, so that I could use their interface. Normally, I use OBS. So right now, it's going to be a lot of questions, guys. Really, just kind of see the difference, and if not, then I just watch it back, and that way I can look at it, see the difference. See here, much louder than the voice. Okay, awesome. And there's so many things I do not like about this Restream. I can't move anything. So it is where it is, and I can take stuff off or put stuff on, but I really can't like adjust stuff. So it's a lot of stuff I got to do. If anybody wants to, for me to do a chart, let me know. Just give you a heads up on that. All right, moving on. See here, it seems fine on the end, but I'm on the laptop. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, very good. Let's see here. Your voice seems normal, maybe a little distant. Okay, good to know. So it's on my. So I did change the mic, but the mic was the same. Default was my Elgato. But all right. And then, of course, I have noise canceling and echo canceling as well on it. So, okay. So I don't think that'll go away. I'm going to see if the message goes away after a certain time. So I'll leave that up there. All right. So on Bitcoin, we went over this earlier on my stream, just basically saying that it's not looking strong. We could potentially get a bounce here. But if we break this zone, and even though I have my zone at 110.3 and 109.6, I do have the box a little bit higher, which would include this kind of bias. And I'm on the 1 hour time frame. This is just saying possible range to where we're doing this. We do, and I pretty much mentioned this on Crypto Coin Mindset's channel earlier, where a lot of people are going to see a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. But the thing that I'm looking for, I don't really trade patterns. The thing I'm looking for is if it breaks underneath this zone, which would, for me, is 110.3, 109.6, to see if we break below it. If we do break below it, bearish retest would be very helpful. So something like this. I'm more into drawing. So if it breaks down, comes up, and then does this number, then this is very strong for me to remain bearish. Right now, I've been bearish for a long time now. Could we do some longs while we're bearish? Yeah, of course. You know, we just try to get the little moves that we can. All right. Let's see here. I tagged some people in my Discord to see if maybe they can jump on in, because that's really what I want to see. I want to see as far as adding people. Now, if you are in my Discord, then if you want to help me test it and you have a camera, just as long as you have clothes and you're not going to do anything crazy, then you can come in and help me test this. And you can just do it for like a few minutes, or come on, ask a question, and then leave if you want. But oh, wrong one. Okay, no, that's the right one. Make sure it's okay. So this is mine. I'm gonna go invite, copy. So I'm gonna put my Discord in here. And again, they're just testing everything out. So it's on the chat. Okay. Oh, I don't think it went to Twitter. It just went to Twitch and YouTube. Anyway, I think I should be on Twitter too, or X. Let me double check. And again, this is more of a test. And I'm gonna be charting too. So just switch out. Oh, awesome. Let's see here. Very cool. Cool. Matter of fact, I am actually testing it out now. Cool. All right. So let's see here. Am I actually? No. Oh yeah, I am live on Twitter. Let me do a chat on Twitter. Let me do a pop out just in case I can't see anybody. Over here. Okay, let's go back. For some reason, it's not connected to Twitter because I don't show the message. It might show in a few minutes. Anyway, all right. So that one still hasn't come off, so I have to manually hide it. Okay. Good to know. All right. So on the video earlier today, and hopefully the background music right now isn't overwhelming. You should be able to hear it. If it is overwhelming, take off your headsets. But the music should be low, but to where you can hear it, and it's not overwhelming my voice. And again, I'm going to be listening back to this to see if it is overwhelming. Because when I first put it on, it was too loud, and that one I do have an area where I can actually move it over. But for the intro, it's just full blast. Don't see anything else on? Okay. But on today's show, the price was about here. And I'm saying, I think we're going to go up. I think we're going to go up, possibly do a lower high. And then this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this. This is my decision point to see if we're going to roll over or come up. We are potentially in a range. And again, a lot of people are seeing this head and shoulders. I'm seeing more of a range. This was not really the beginning, but kind of. Once we came up here and then came down, this is what actually started the range. But I went ahead and backed it up so that we can see that this is about half of this newly formed range. Came down, went up, broke through the level, came down, balancing off of the kind of the middle. And what we can actually do is this box. We can actually come over here to this, go to style, go to midline, go to white, and say okay. So this was actually the middle. So we can see that we went up to it. And so this right here is a really nice range. Y'all see that? Where we came up and we stopped. And we came up and we stopped. So this dotted line and this solid line, this forms a really nice resistance / support zone. So if we do come up here, I'm looking for potentially rejection and then maybe go into the zone before possibly going up. But we'll see. Right now, it's not looking strong. I'm definitely not looking strong. Okay. See, it's perfect, Joe. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. See, one thing that I don't like, I wish I could move. Can I move this up a little bit? No. I can get it? No. I can click on it. Okay. Awesome. Lock user on YouTube, put user in timeout, a reply. Reply to them? Okay, cool. All right, so hide it. All right, so when and if somebody does show up on the stream, then of course it'll have it to where I can change. So I can do stuff like this and this. Pretty much what you see everybody else do. And this. This. I think we'll do this right now. Oh, you see I'm blocked. Oh wait, I can move me though. No, but I don't want that one. I'll do this one. This one's okay. All right, so let's go and get started. What do I think Bitcoin's going to do? I do think Bitcoin's going to come up. Right now, since we did come up and we formed this level, I really want to see it break this level. So let's take off all our doodles. This earlier, it's just basically me showing you that we could potentially be in a range, and it could be on the top of the range, then come to the bottom of the range, and just depends on what it wants to do, either break up or break down. But we need more time for the bigger picture. Right now, this is what I'm concerned about. So let me go ahead and do this. So just so I hide everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be charting. I'm going to be charting a bunch of stuff. So let's see here. That I do want. This. Okay, what am I trying to hide? So I want to see the lines. Why is it disappearing? Oh, bring that out, and I guess I can hide all that. That's hidden, and then now I want to hide all this. Okay. Clean chart. Is what I like. So this level right here, daily, to me it's important. However, it's not really getting respected. It got respected here, a little bit here, but if we go to the daily time frame, we can see that this is the level I was looking at, and it was very strong too. Support, resistance, and then here nothing. This is the stepdad area. You're not my stepdad. Didn't even listen. Just boop, went up. Let's see here. Let's hide this one too. Don't want to see that. Same thing here. Just kind of clean up the chart a little bit. Let's see, what was this? The 1 hour. Okay, so this is where I was looking at over here for that I did not want it to cross below, and this is where we kind of identified a potential double top when the price action was here. It ended up playing out and then some, so we don't need this, man. But these are good levels too. And the reason they're good levels, I mean, look how they got respected. Where it came up, got the wick. We didn't even close up here. So if we do come up, I'm looking at this area and this area, but there's too many lines though. But I need these lines on here. What's this 14? Oh, that's a 4 hour. So I can actually, so here was another level that we didn't want it to break, and then it broke down. So this is how I trade level by level. You know, I'm thinking, okay, well, it went up. We don't want it to break this. You know, hopefully it continues breaking up. Oh, broke to the downside. Let's short. You know, short to about here. If we're lucky, it might come here. Now, notice what I'm saying, even though we know what happened. In the moment of the trade, this is what I'm looking for. Here, if we get lucky here. I don't think we'll come down and take this. We could, and we did. So again, I don't teach you in hindsight. I don't say, oh yeah, definitely short here, and then here's our target. We're gonna go for this because it hit it. No, this is the area I'm looking at. You know, we have fair value gap. Plus, you know, it moved. People call it an impulsive move, and that just means it went up fast. But this is what I'm looking for. And we can do the same thing here. You know, we look to short, hopefully get it here in this little box. Here, if we're lucky, and if we long, if it breaks this. And then sure enough, let's just say we did short, and then reversed on us, and then went this way, well, then we go long. You're going to win. You know, either way, you're going to win, in my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. Who's here, guys? Who is here? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. Chris says, I sure hope we bounce soon. Yeah, I know you're in some longs. Right now, are we in any longs? Oh, we were in a long. We were in a Zora. We were in Zora. Our target got hit. You know, either a regular spot trade or 2x leverage. Nothing crazy. It's a low market coin, 452. We took our profits. We moved up our stop loss, which was good. And then we got stopped out. It is what it is. I was hoping for potentially a bounce here. If we come down, maybe a bounce here. If we go lower here, I'm looking for a bounce here. So we didn't want to move up our stop loss prematurely because then we get stopped out before the end. But instead, well, it came down. So again, I show you the wins and I show you the losses. This is our VIP setup. Really nice, clean chart. Very easy to understand. My thought process, white circles equal entries. Yellow circles means aggressive entries. Path tool used to show what I think might happen. Does it work sometimes? Sure. Does it work? Does it go completely opposite? Sure, sometimes. But this is, when we're here, I did not think we were going to come all the way down. Could we have? Yes, 100%. 100%. Thank you guys for pushing 1s in the chat. I appreciate it. And again, what this is doing, it's helping me see all the new stuff. Because again, this is a new kind of like platform that I'm using. The reason I'm using this is so potentially I can start doing collabs. So I can see right now that I'm not getting any messages. Oh no, there it is. How come it didn't do the one? Okay, now it's doing it. Okay, so now I'm able to see X's. I wonder if I did this, because this would actually be better. Perfect. Okay, so it came up. Let me see. No, but I'm not using OBS. Okay, never mind. So this wouldn't help me. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't help me. Okay, never mind with that. All right, let's see here. Well, there's another. Oh yeah, I want to see TA. Okay, so TA, this one, it went all the way up to 149, almost 150, 150% from the beginning of the move to here. And then hopefully, anybody who took this trade, I didn't enter it, I didn't take it, I didn't talk about it. The only time I talked about it was I was trying to tell the blockchain brew to sell, take profit. Price was here, he had made some money, and I said, sell right now, 50%, move your stop to break even or slightly above, just cover your fees. He ended up selling all of it. As it pumping, he re-entered. I'm like, no, don't do that. Let me see if I can do this. Can we make it dramatic? I gotta get used to these. Wrong one. No, don't do that. Was that dramatic? I think it was dramatic. It's like, don't do that. And sure enough, he bought in, and he went to the moon. Went to the freaking moon. But that was to me, that was a gamble. And hopefully they were taking profits on the way up. And right now, would I enter on this? Sure. Now I would, because it already retraced. But am I? No, because it's too risky for me. It's way too risky. I mean, look at this. This, when it was up here, it was only 17 million market cap. So this could completely just dump. And not only that, but look at the price action. It's trash. Price action is trash. Can trash make you money? Yeah, definitely. Heard about recycling? That's what they're doing here. Somebody's recycling. And there's a lot of recycling going on. So if you're making money, great. I strongly recommend, taking profits. Let's see here. Yeah, that's definitely for sure. But yeah, I'll tell you what I will do. I will bring up that so I can have it close to me. So that's, let's see here. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right. So and these can move very fast, up and also down. So it's very important to understand market caps, in my opinion. Oh yeah. So let me get this over here, and so I can see the chat as it's coming along. Then I can look over. Okay, and then I need to bring this other one for X. Okay, good. Now I'm all set. All right, so now I'm gonna start charting, and y'all can come along for the ride. Let's see here, FETs. We were looking at FETs, we were looking at it over here on the 13th. So 2 days ago, I made a video for my VIP group, and I was saying, yeah, you can get into any coin right now. More than likely, they're gonna dump. Well, not dump, but they're going to retrace. We entered 2 of them. One was XRP, and the other one was something. And we're already out of that other one. XRP, our first target hit, and then we got stopped out in slight profit, covering our fees, and a little extra. But here in that video, I mentioned, FET doesn't look good. I mean, we could be like other groups and post a whole bunch of charts and then just, brag about all of them. But some of them may not move. Some might get stopped out. And I showed this one, but I didn't post it. And that's the important part of what I do. I show you how to trade. If you're okay with being more than 2 trades, then you could have gotten to this one because one, I was showing you and why it was looking weak. And then here, 15% max of 19%. But one thing I don't do is, did you enter the trade? Who entered this trade? Even though I didn't say enter. Now, granted, I was showing you, and I was showing you what the thought process would be to enter, but it's not an official setup. So I don't ask for you to put, ones or threes or sevens or nines or whatever it is in the chat if you took it, because this was not an official trade. That's just me. All right. So I'm going to look at some charts. And if you have any questions, let me know. But right now I'm just looking at charts. So we got stopped out on this wick. I'm just going to be talking out loud too. We got stopped out on this wick. This one was just a regular trade. This one I happened to do a 3x leverage on it, 200 and something, 220 I think percent, right around here. And then we moved up our stop loss, and then of course Friday happened and boop, stopped us out. Like, oh man. Right now, is it looking strong? Not really. It's been strong, that's for sure. And so we're, here's where we added to our, once it retraces. This is what I love, retraces. Wait for the retrace. Have lower entries. So on this one, let me go ahead and delete this. Move 24 drawings. Hey, I had an alert. Why didn't it ask me if I wanted to do the alert? Shady stuff. Shady stuff. So let's go weekend. Okay. Right now what I'm doing, just top-down analysis. We have major resistance. So we can spot that right away on the daily. Here's our major resistance. Right at 1305. Major resistance. Now, I also have this level 2. So this is still bullish, even though it went down a whole bunch. This is still bullish. And as long as we don't cross 945. Hey, Blackie Chan, BC Port Corp in the house. See here. He says, what's up? Finally have internet again. My job site. Well, you're the best. You're the best. Yeah, so I just posted it on Discord. If anybody's available to come on in to, because right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set this up for the collab. And I want to start doing collabs. And once I start doing them, like I want to be doing, like inviting a lot of people. And one thing that I'm thinking about doing is like a 24-hour stream where I'm on for an hour, then, somebody comes on, whether it's a VIP member or a Discord member or BC Core Corp or Meet Danian or Crypto Change Me or just, just somebody. And then we just talk. We talk about crypto. We talk about, trades, thought process when it comes to trading styles and techniques and methods. And we just chit chat. And then after 30 minutes or an hour, whenever they feel like getting off, then they leave. And then we'll do this like for another hour until the next one's scheduled. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm just saying. See here. I just want all my trades to come back to their P&L. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. That's for sure. Yeah, BC is a boss, big time, and really smart. So here's the thing, and this is what I'm learning. And some people get this right away, like straight out of the gate. They get this. For me, it took me a while, and that is spot trades. DCA, best way to go. Safe, very safe. Having the investor mindset, safe. Because there's a lot of times, and this happened last season too, and including this season, where we be in a trade and we're doing this number, and let's just say we entered here. Let's say we entered here, and it's doing good. Then boop, for whatever reason, we have our stop loss here. Then we go and we add again and we enter the trade and it's going up. And then going up, and first target hit, awesome, and then we get stopped out. Okay, fine. Then we go and we trade it again, and then we enter the trade, and then for whatever it was, we get stopped out. And then we forget about it, we check on something else, and then sure enough, we check on it like a month or two later, and it went from here all the way up to here. It's like, man, if I would have just bought the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Oh man, I would have made so much money. I should have done this. I could have done that. Blah, blah, blah. Boom, we would have been up here. And that's what happens a lot. So, in my opinion, and I believe a lot of traders can back me up on this one, if there's a coin that you like, BNB, Jupiter, Radium, Hype, Link, there's so many of them, where you can just 15, 20 bucks right here. You get paid again, 40, 50 bucks right here. And now granted, you have several that you're doing, so maybe this is $5. And then maybe you get a bonus, Christmas bonus or something, and maybe you're now able to put $10 in 5 or 6 of your coins. And you just steadily do that during the bear market, not here. You don't want to be doing it here, in my opinion. You don't want to be doing it here because the chance of it coming down is much higher. And plus, we're getting really close to the edge. Really close. Let's see here. BC Core Corp says, I can hop on a little later. I don't know how long you'll be live. Oh, I'll be live for a while. So just give you a heads up. BC Port Corp now says, oh man, I was hoping you wouldn't say that. Your show is awful. BC Port Corp. See here. Doing all right. Just found out my shirt from this morning, or your short from this morning played out to a T. Very nice. It's so wild entering a trade in the morning and then not knowing what happens. Yeah. And it's also good too. Like for me personally, if I'm trading, and it just depends, but sometimes when I'm trading and I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, let me move up my stop loss. Oh, let me move up my stop loss. Oh, and move my stop loss. And then boop, I get stopped out and then it runs. It's like, oh man. I woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If I would have just left it alone or gone outside or did something else. If y'all want to get into a trade, we can do a trade too. But it's like, man. But it's okay. Hopefully I'm taking profits. Let's see here. Chris says, LOL, I don't know if anyone likes BNB right now, Joe. Yeah, I know. So, and here's the thing too. Here's the thing. No, and I say this especially in my group and on YouTube, but I say this especially in my group. Nobody knows which coin's going to move. Nobody. And you saw it where we entered our trade. Oh man, I should have deleted it. But you saw we entered a trade somewhere over here once it broke this level. And then we added on the pullback. We had a lower entry, but we did it here. And then what happened? Moon mission. Did we know it was going to go moon mission? No. Did you hear me bragging about it all that time? No. I think I've only mentioned it, I think like 3 times. I think this is the 4th time I mentioned it. But I mention it for a reason, to say that every day I'm like, oh, look, guys, we killed it. We nailed it. Look at us. We called this perfect move. But not even. We don't know which coin's going to move. And we've been lucky before. A few times. Not a lot, but a few times. Where we will see something that larger groups don't see yet, or their alerts didn't go off or whatever. We enter the trade. They happen to see it, or their alert goes off. They enter, and because their group has a lot of money in their group, well, then they move the coin, and we benefit from it. Now, is somebody in their group following me, and then they post it? No. Hey, you stole my chart. Get out of here. There's no stealing charts. If you're a trader, you can see support resistance. It was funny. I was accused of stealing a chart. Y'all remember that? That was funny. That was some drama. Some drama for your mama. What you say about my mama? Yeah. And then, lo and behold, I actually posted that chart like a day or 2 prior to the person they were accusing me of. But yet they still continue to accuse me. And I showed them proof. It was fun. Too much fun. The drama for your mama. Let's see here. Let's see here. BC Pork says, I hate BNB because I hate centralized aspects in crypto. Yeah, for me, man, my ex-boss, this is the coin that did it for him. This was his moon coin. He became a millionaire because of this coin. Many times over because of this coin. And I was telling people, I was telling my group really last year when Solana was running, I was like, guys, don't fade on BNB. Now, granted, we weren't really, we traded a little bit, but we weren't investing. We just recently invested a few months ago. But all last year, I was saying, don't fade BNB. You know, CZ is not going to let Solana, you know, have this title belt. Last season, BNB rocked it. Like, just, oh my gosh. And then, so sure enough, once, you know, I saw certain things, like, all right, okay, you know, let's go ahead and go. Like, we should have done it a long time ago. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But let's do it now. And then we did it. And then sure enough, we just had to hold it for a little bit. And whoop, there we go. All right, moving on. I don't like that the chat is way over there. I want my chat over here. I wish I could reorganize. But I can't move this around. It's a read only. I don't like that it's so far away. There's no pop out for it either. Because I don't know what it's saying. My eyeballs are too old. See, Black and Sharon, that's awesome. I do blind trading too. That way, much. Yep, very true. Let's see here. Chris says, I never hold BNB again. I don't think. I'll never hold it. I did a little bit, and it wasn't much either. Sold a long time ago. It's all good. Let's see. BC Pork says, I blind trade a lot, but I'll check on it later while at work. Yeah. Very true. A lot of crypto projects here. And I left TradFi. I don't do it to join the new bank. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like banks. Okay. So let's look at BNB. And BNB, of course, you know, it had its run already. Could it continue going up? Sure, of course. I'm not really going to do a setup on this one. This is the major resistance that we're looking at. I would love to see it come back down here. I don't think we will, but I would actually love to see it break this. This is what I would like to see. I don't think it'll happen, but I think to break this level, come down here to this, come back up to this level, come down right to this zone, then come up, and then now let's go. Moon mission. The likelihood of this happening, I want to say maybe 40%. The likelihood of this happening, much higher. On the daily. Wait for it. Joe, did your hamster fall off the wheel? Calm down, guys. Joe, I can literally see the hamster go into the fridge and get a donut. Calm down. Who puts donuts in fridges? Come on now. Look at this. Boom. Moon mission. Let's go. So this is my plan A. Plan A. That story reminds me when I was working as a nurse, and I was very perplexed. I had a big old confusion, serious, just look on my face. And one of the CNAs, Joe, I literally see the hamster getting off the wheel right now. And I looked at them because I'm deep in thought. I look at them. I said, wait a minute. I think that's a write-up. Of course, we all laughed about it. Aerodrome Finance. Holy smokes. So this one, our lower entries hit and then some. It's a 2-month hold. We were entering way back over here. Price was here. And we had our lower entry here. We didn't enter. A lower entry here. Boom, it hit. Can we take this off? Can I get it? Seriously? Get out of here. So the price was here, and let's see here. The price was there, and then lower entry was here, about 7% away, nothing crazy, and then another one about 20% away, nothing crazy. Since this market cap is okay, for whatever reason I thought it was a low market cap. My statement was going to be 25, 35%, but I believe this market cap is okay, which means it's not like 600 million. And it ended up going all the way down, well, on average 35, yeah. So I like doing 25 to 35% lower entries. And then this one, man, Rec City. I was actually in this one. I think that's 2 or 3x leverage, I forget. And here it was doing okay. We had gone down a little bit. These are lower entries, so they're lowering my average entry price, so I'm not down so much. And then here I'm in like slight positive, I believe, at this moment. And then I went out of town and started getting messages. So I'll be back in town in about an hour. Check the charts, and I was like, oh, I don't have any longs open anymore. What happened? This happened. Thanks, guys. So it is what it is. It is the risk we take when we do leverage. If I had just done this as a spot trades are boring. But if I did this as a spot trade, well, then I'd still have some money versus the trade getting liquidated. What does liquidation mean? Liquidation means when your money literally turns into water and goes down the drain. All right. So let's go ahead and hide this. Well, what do I think now? Let's do it like this. So this right here, we don't need this alert anymore. We can take that off. We can take this off. We can actually move this by holding down Shift. It keeps it in place. And this just tells us what we've already done. This was just showing if, and this was way over here, if the price comes down and up and down, not to worry. Once it breaks the level, then we enter the trade. Pretty much what I'm always teaching on YouTube for free. So, Man, this Bitcoin needs to bounce. Bitcoin needs to bounce. This is the zone I'm looking at. 114 and 113.5. Like, we need a break above it. Yeah, sure, we have another level here, but this is the level I'm really looking at. It's not looking strong, man. And until Bitcoin looks strong, it just depends on these other coins. Let's see here. I wish I knew how many people were watching the stream. I think there was on here somewhere. Go ahead and hide that. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. All right, very good. So here's the thing that I've been mentioning to the VIP group and also everybody else, because I want everybody to make money. The reason is, well, if you make money, maybe you join my group. So again, I show everything to everybody for free. When we came down and we started coming up, Some people were buy the bounce, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, and I was like, oh. If you're doing a spot trade, great. Well, I love leverage. I really love leverage. Will I ever learn? I don't know. Don't know. But I love me some leverage. But if, and I mentioned this to the VIP group, I said, if you are doing regular spot, sure, you can enter now. Just know that we may have lower prices, 25, 35% lower, due to the fact that the market may continue to get shaken out. Price comes up, and then right away starts coming down. Uh-oh. Then it comes up here. When we saw this, we did not rush to like enter trades or leverage or anything like that. Could you have added to your spot trade? Sure. But we didn't, because we know that we need to find it. We need to establish a trend. And sure enough, it came up, down, up, looking good. And then it broke. Once it broke this level, watch out. Coming to this area would be okay. It actually came, it tapped it. And again, I'm not looking here. I'm looking here, seeing where I'm looking at here. It actually came in and it tapped the area I'm looking at. Then it comes up. In order for us to show strength, we need to see this, where it goes up over the 50% mark and then retraces to about 50% of this mark, breaks this level to come up. This would be, of course, our strength. And we're breaking this level, we're taking this level, coming up here, but instead we attack this level. Now it's like, oh crap. This is what it looks like. So would I enter this trade for a regular spot? We could get it at a lower price. And what's today? Wednesday? So we might get it for a lower price in the next couple of days, possible. For me, I wouldn't enter it until it broke up here for a regular spot. Now, if I'm going to trade this leverage, if anybody wants to do a leverage trade, let me know which coin. Let's have some fun. If I was going to do this for leverage, I wouldn't enter right now because the chance of it coming up is great. Like, really, could it go down lower? Sure. I mean, I actually drew it lower. But this is what I would think that it might do. Come down, then come up, and then come down. Normally, when I'm doing these, let me show you how I chart. Let's do that. This is how I normally chart. So I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to chart. Okay, I'll talk a little bit. Joe, you can't even help it. You said you weren't going to talk. Calm down. You guys are so mean. Favorite retracement. So this is how I chart. And then these are normally really quick. So right now I see that it pulled back, came up, lost a level, came down, bounced here. I don't like it. There's probably going to be other ones that look better. Or maybe they all look the same. This move right here, I don't. I would have liked to have seen, because this kind of is like a box. I want to see like an up and a down. Very distinct pivots. Let's see here. The chance of things going up right now sounds great, Joe. There's a chance. For me, I wouldn't waste any more time on this one. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Again, I'm just showing this one. Here we nailed it. Boom. And then dump. We took our profit. Oh, both of our targets hit. Nice. I wouldn't trade that one. This one looks horrible. That one looks horrible. I'm looking for structure. This one, man, I love ton. Come on, ton. This one looks horrible too. We need to come over here in order for me to even look at it for a trade. Spot trade anyway. Horrible. overpriced actually. So yes, join me now. I'm testing my stuff. 5-string collab. Cool. Okay. Let's see here. This one. This one looks better than this one. I don't like the candle bodies. Oh, and this one is that. Oh no, I thought that was the browser. It might be. Band. I love Band. Come on, Band. What are you doing to me? 106 million whenever I looked at it. And it had a pump and then just boop, took it all back. Could you make money on these? Yeah, sure, of course. But what I'm looking for is like I want to do a scout. None of these look. Jeez, my ex, holy smokes. Did anybody get invited to this funeral? Dang, that's horrible. That's a short if I ever saw one. Remember how I showed you FETs? Where it came down, then came down lower, then came down lower. Can we do bingo bangles in the chat? Good Lord. That is some wickedness. I'm trying to look for. What I'm trying to do is find a zone. Love me my zone. We don't need this middle. Ooh, bingo bango. Ooh, bingo bango. Okay. Oh man, it moves so much already. Doesn't look strong. And this just looks just like FET. How it went up, down, lower, high, lower, high. It's like a bouncing ball. And then what could potentially happen, where it comes up, comes down, and then bloop, go for, okay, fine. This is what I thought on FET, and FET just went, no, it didn't even go up, but FET had knees though. So it went bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. All right, let's see here. Bingos and a bangos. I love it. I love it. Sin, what's up, Sin? Pepe, can we look at Pepe? Oh, boring. Man, all these look like this. They don't look strong. You know, right now, shorts, very, very in demand. Ave, jeez. What is it, like 3%? from the break of this. Ooh. SPX. But all these, I mean, they moved already. And I don't like doing the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like this one's a good one for a short. I love watching other traders because I laugh so hard with all the woulda, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Look, guys, you would have made money here. But here we came up. And this is not head and shoulders. Please don't say it's head and shoulders. But it came up, down, then it's losing the momentum. Do I think it'd do another up? Not really. Just because the market. I think this one will come down. And if it does come up, I don't think it will, though. I think it'll come down and then up. Boom. It could also do something like this. What is that, like 12% move, 8%, 4? It's nothing. We can actually have our stop loss around 8%. I don't want to do that. Let's go to a 15-minute. It's so gross. Man, I want to put my stop loss here, but all this move right here is very, very enticing. So all this right here, very enticing. All this move. So that's why I want to have my stop loss above it. So this gives me some support. A couple things that I see potentially. I see. No, I see coming up. I wanted to stop here, but if it comes up, I'm guessing at least here, and then let's see if it does this. Let's do this in the blue so we can kind of see it a little bit better. I don't know. This one's in the running for a short. Avi already played out. Boring. SPX. Boring. Let's go 1 hour. I'm so sad. All these coins. Jeez. 19. Joe, why don't we enter this one? It moved already. I don't want this one. Because as soon as I enter it, it'll go up and then stop me out before it continues down. No thanks. No thank you. Ooh, this one looks. Let me just get a dart and throw it at anyone and do like a 10x leverage. Anybody have any shorts they're looking at? Let me know. Ooh, form. I see. Like this one is good, but it moved down something. Now it wouldn't be so bad if it did something like this. Came down, came up, came down, came up, then went up, came down, went up. Boom. Now we're here. Okay. Awesome. Let's go. Here. Boom. Let's go. Here. Boom. Let's go. But since it went straight down, I was like, oh man, it might come up to come down. So this one I wouldn't want to do. Come on. same thing. Straight down. We did get pretty much like a retest here, barely. No, I don't like it because this is telling me that we could potentially come down. I don't know. Camera's still going strong. Good. Wanted to get into a coin. Anything. Ooh. Turbo. Jeez, that pump. Nice retrace. Beautiful retrace, actually. Coming up here, started going sideways. And then now, dump city. I just wish they weren't all at support. Because that's what they're all at. And even though it might not happen, this is always the chance we take when we're buying that support. Versus if it went up, then came down, then went up, and then now broke. Okay, great. It had several opportunities to bounce off of this, and it couldn't. And then now we come for this, possibly this, and if we're lucky, this. But ooh, not much. Oh, virtuals. See, they're all right here, all of them, but they all went straight down. Hondo. Cookie. I'm just looking at all these that have the same, just straight down. When it broke it, but I'm not that desperate to get into a coin. I do want to. Oh, wait a minute. What about this TA one? Ooh, look at that. Let's go. We're going to go long on this one. And I'm going to do a 10x. I'm going to have 2 entries. I'm going to put a lower entry right here. Let's give me my lower entry. And I'm going to do a 10x with very little money. Very little money. Here's going to be my stop loss. Now, I do know there is a delay. So because of that delay, I'm actually doing extra stuff on the chart so that you and I can get in at the same time, potentially. But this is my lower entry. I'm going to be doing a 10x. For you, I would recommend, everybody else, I would recommend a 3x to a 5x long. For me personally, I'm going to do a 10x, but with very little, I'm talking like pennies. So just to let you know. So the setup is already given. Right now, I'm just wasting more time in case there's a very big delay. So this is here. Now, one thing you'll notice about me is I give you plenty of time to enter the trade versus, other people where they're like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in. It's like, oh, what just happened? I don't even know what happened. Okay, so TA. I'm going to do, instead of a 3x, I'm going to do a 10x. And then I'm going to have my stop loss 0.07431. Oh, I didn't even do this stuff. My EMAs and my VWAP. These are my cheat sheets. Oh, okay. Oh, we're underneath some major resistance. Oh, man. I'm still going to go for it because we're above this. So let's go ahead and do that. So y'all should already be in. So I'm longing, and I'm doing a, okay, so it just hit. I'm doing a limit order, not market. So this is me. And just got in. Let me put in my lower entry. So here's the trick too. I put in an amount, and then for my lower entry, I put in double that amount. So I got to make sure my stop loss 0.07431. I go over all this in the VIP group, and I believe I've talked about this also on YouTube. Whenever you do a lower entry, it's recommended to do double the amounts. That way you're reducing your average cost. So my lower entry is 0.07431. I'm going to do double the amount. Did I do it? Stop loss, is that right? 0.0743. Okay. I was going to stop loss about that. Oh well, I'll do it anyway. Do my long. No. Stop loss trigger should be lower than the price. Oh, I put the wrong number in. I was like, what's going on? That's why. So my lower entry is 0.0, it's in blue, 0.07725. I was like, what's going on here? Now I see my stop loss. Okay. On there. Okay. So there you go. So right now, we're under some two major things. We're underneath our 200 SMA, not good. And we're underneath our VWAP, not good. However, I'll explain the reason why we entered. Just a second. Take this off. Let's go here to this. Always make this nice and thick. And then my 30 SMA, I make that thick as well. These are my important ones. All right. So the price action, and let me draw this out. So there's no divergence here, bullish, and there's no divergence here, bearish, which is good. We have this, which I saw automatically. We had this level that we wanted to break, and we did. Came down, came up. So now we want to break this level, and we did. And then we came down and we came up, and we're not breaking the lows. So we're breaking the highs, not breaking the lows. So this sideways action is actually accumulation is actually in a small uptrend. So then here we want to break this level, and we did. So we broke the level, came down here, beautiful, coming down to this level of 0.5-ish for the candle closes. I mean, it tapped all the way about 786 before coming up. Now, granted, we are underneath the 200 SMA. I see that. We are underneath our VWAP. I see that. But so far, we've been in this uptrend, breaking the highs, not breaking the lows. The 9 SMA white is above our 30, which is in orange, which is above our 50, which is in red. So this right here is showing a positive uptrend. Once we pass the 200, and the 200 is actually below the 50, then this is in sequential order from least to greatest, which is showing us really strong strength, and that's as a result of the price action going up. All right. Moving on. Let's come back to my thingamabob. I don't know where you're at though. Oh, I lost you. Oh, we're over here. Okay. Hey, we got Alex O Crypto in the house. So Alex O Crypto, if you want, right now I'm testing out my collab stream. I can send you the link to the collab thing. If you have time, great. If not, yeah, get it. But I'm just trying to see what buttons I need to click, because eventually I'm going to start having or doing a lot of collabs. Different people's thought process when it comes to entering trades, indicators, strategies, all that fun stuff. So let me know if you're interested. If not, I get it. You're busy, brand new father, all that fun stuff. So the thing is there. Thank you, Alex O, for being here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you greatly. So this is my thought process when it comes to this coin. We kind of broke down the overall bigger picture, and then now we're looking at potentially an entry. So here we did enter the trade, and here's our stop loss. For me, I do have it at pretty high leverage due to the stop loss area. However, this is very little money, talking pennies. So just to let you know. We are facing the 200 SMA, and then of course our VWAP. These are the ones I like to do. As long as my price action is above my 30, I'm good. This is what I really want to see. This is my cheat sheet. Price action above the 30, awesome. If it's below the 30, and it's kind of like where the 200 is, I'll wait. I'll wait for the price action to break the 30, and then I'll enter the trade most times. But if it's beautiful like this, where we can see it, where we're having that slight uptrend, highs are being broken, lows are not, then sometimes I'll enter too. So now's the boring part. Now's the part where I just talk. But yeah. Let's see here. Did I watch your show this morning, Alex? I don't remember. Today was very busy. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I just switched it up. All right. Let's see here. We're moving. We are moving. So here's the thing too. Like with OBS, I have so many different things that I can control right now, since I'm trying to do this collaboration testing. This is again, I'm just seeing where the buttons are, where the chat is. I like it to where I can bring up, this, and like now I'm gonna hide Alex's comment. So I like that. So I didn't have to do anything. It's already built in. I just don't like that I can't resize stuff. So right now we're breaking above the 200 SMA. Let's go. Hopefully the lower entry doesn't get hit, but if it does, well, then we're prepared. But if it comes up and then comes down and then goes up again, well, then we can add to our entry, moving our stop loss, of course. So we'll see. But right now, in my opinion, looking good. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's see. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. And then we mentioned this earlier too, on earlier stream, where you can trade any coin. It just depends if the coin is tradable at the moment. And you saw that we were going through a bunch of coins. I was like, nope, don't like it. Nope, move too much. Nope, don't like it. Nope. And then this one is like, let's go back to this one. And we looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, definitely. Lower time frame. Let's go. And we're not looking for big moves. Now, so targets. Where are our targets? Well, that's a very good question. So this is our target. Do I think it can make it? Sure, of course. Can we take profits beforehand? Sure, if you want to. You can do it right here. And there's no secret to this, guys. There's no secret. It's the pivots. This is the bigger pivot. This is, a pivot in here. Could we do it here? Sure, if you want to. You can do it before the VWAP or the 200 SMA, or there was other SMA. You can do it wherever you want. But for me, and this one's going to take a while to but that's my target. And then for this one, price, it was down here. What I'm looking at potentially, again, I don't know, come about here, maybe shy of this, maybe shy of this, about here. Then come down, more than likely bounce off of the VWAP, and that's the average of the volume. I love averages. It doesn't mean that it will bounce. It just means there's a higher chance that it might. And then maybe bounce here, which coincides with this level. So about here. And by that time, hopefully the VWAP would have moved up. And then come up here, like so. And then let's go, moon mission. Let's see if we get this major pump. We'll see. But this is how you trade. You don't trade based off of emotions. You don't trade based off of, oh my gosh, it's moving. Let me, put more money in. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. You have to have a plan. Stop loss, targets. And your overall thought process, do you think it's going to go up or down? You can't just put money in, flip a coin, and be like, oh, it's making money. What do I do now? Like, you need to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to trade with emotions, and an emotional trader is the worst type of trader. Absolute worst. Not only that, but then you have the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Oh, man, I would have made more money if I would have just left my money in there and not taking profits. Oh, man, I could have added here. Oh, I should have done this, and I could. No, man, you did what you did based off of the information you had at that moment versus seeing what already happened and like, oh, because what if, let's say we don't take profit here. It just goes straight up. Boom. Passes our 20%, goes to 40, 50, 80, 100, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna wait for the 110. It goes to 109, 109.3, 109.6, 109.9, 87, 34, 10, -4. What? So you just wasted all those gains versus, oh, I'm gonna take my profit here and then move up my stop loss in profit so it covers my fees. And then as it continues going up, take a little bit off, retraces, comes up some more. Don't want to add to the entry. If not, I'll just let it ride and then just take profits. But you need a plan though. You cannot trade based off of emotion. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sleepy. I'm going to be on Blockchain Brews show tonight. They start at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He just invited me. It's going to be me. Who else? Maya and Chris. That's going to be pretty cool. Going to go on there tonight. What's tonight? Wednesday? That'd be cool. There's something else to do? Wednesday? No, I went already Crypto Coin Mindset this morning. Yeah, I did just show yesterday. Okay, I'm good. So right now now's the boring. Now's when it's like, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you want to know about trading? And give you mine. But this right here is my cheat sheet. Whenever I'm doing scalps. So what does it have to do? One, the price action needs to be above the 200 SMA. If I'm going long, not the 200, the 9. The 9 SMA for sure, minimum. The price action, I would like for it to be above the 30 SMA. Those are my two requirements as far as moving averages go. If it's above the 50 and the 9 is above the 30 above the 50 in sequential order, that's great. What's even better is if the 200 is underneath, which is the yellow line, then that's beautiful. Perfect moving average setup. What I also need is I need for the price to potentially, I like to see it above the VWAP. If it's underneath the VWAP, uh-oh. Because this is what we need to battle against. Now, the reason we entered it while the price action was underneath the VWAP was for the reason we stated earlier. We're making higher highs without breaking the lows. So this is a slight uptrend. We already had this really nice retrace. If we go ahead and just hide all this stuff. 15-minute time frame. We can see price went up, then kind of went sideways. If you want, you can call this a bull flag or bull pennant. I wouldn't. But anyway, came up. You can call this a head and shoulders, whatever. Came down, not to your measured move. It stopped where it wanted to stop. Your measured move is down here. But it came down over here. How do you know that, Joe? This is how I know. Now I'm doing it here to here. This is conservative. If you want it to be aggressive, you can go from the very top, the very wick, to the very bottom or the base of this, whatever. Here is the neckline. So yours would have been way down here. And it didn't make it. I don't do measured moves. I don't do patterns. I go based off of levels. Now, what level did it do? I don't know. Let's check it out. Kind of this level. Kind of the zone right here. Yeah. This little zone right here. Found support. This is why I do levels. So take that off. And then went up, came down, and then now starting to go up. So it did this little from this. So now I like it. See 1 hour, can we see a little bit better? Up, sideways, up some more, retrace, and now coming up. I like it. So this is what I'm looking at. So for me personally, I did a 10x leverage, but I was recommending for everybody else to do a lower leverage because if you have more margin, you don't need that much leverage. If you have very little margin, well, then you increase your leverage. With increased leverage, you do have increased fees. So just let you know. But right now, we are up slightly. Bingo bango. And that's why it's very important to be selective on what you're doing. Very important. Because it's reverse right away and boom, stop us out. Sure. Get our lower entry and then stop us out. Sure. And that's the risk we take when we're doing low leverage coins. This is a very low leverage coin. I mean, a low market cap coin. Let's look at the market cap on this one. It's 17 million. Very low. So this could blow up in our face, or it could do really nice for us. So give me a heads up. I was like, why does this look so clean? Because I don't have this junk. I was like, where did everything go? Right. You have any questions, guys? Questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. Let's see here. So Chris was asking who's going to be on, and we answered that one. Maya, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and Chris. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go here. This is what we're looking for. We want to see the break of this. We want to see the break of it and then the retest on it. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get this set up in my VIP group. It's still a good setup. I'll put it in. TA showing on my live stream now. Enter now. Lower entry 0.07725. Stop loss 0.07431. Market cap. Can y'all hear me typing? If so, I apologize. That's my biggest pet peeve. Click, 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 click. Let's see. This is 3x to a 5x leverage. I'm doing slightly higher. Let me know if you can hear the typing. Copy the link. Paste the link. Copy the image. Paste the image. All right. So I don't have to type it. I'm just gonna say it in the group real quick. Hey guys, how's it going? So right now I'm actually doing a live stream, but the reason we entered TA is because the price action is above the 9 SMA, which is the white line, the 30 SMA, which is the orange line, and it was underneath the 200 SMA and the blue line, which is the VWAP, but it just broke out of that. So I'm looking for potentially a retest on the yellow line, which is the 200 SMA, if it comes down there, before potentially going up. Now, if it does come all the way down, we do have that lower entry. Normally, of course, I type all this stuff out, but since I'm doing the live stream, I just went ahead and did an audio. I do not recommend 10x leverage. This is basically if you're going to do lower margin, but if you're doing, your type of margin, you can do a 3 to 5x leverage. The reason I'm doing higher leverage is because I have very low margin in the trade. All right, I do thank you very much. Right now, of course, we do have bearish divergence forming on the 3-minute using the MACD histogram, which would be okay, because one, the price went up, so it coming down is expected. I do thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, please put it in the VIP chat, and I will answer those questions. Thank you so much. Take care. All right, sorry about that long message. That's what I do for my group. That's the group stuff. I listen to ASMR keyboard sounds and videos to go to sleep. Oh my gosh, no way. I never knew what that ASMR stands for or meant or anything. But sometimes, like on YouTube, I'm doing the shorts and, puppies and people falling or whatever. And then you hear somebody get a paper and they're like this. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, that's what the video is? Oh my gosh. If you were here, I would literally have this say hello to your this. I was like, why would you even do that? Yeah. I'm not a big fan. The clicks, and it's funny too. On I have a new mouse. I love this mouse, man. This mouse was actually gifted to me. It's a Logi mouse or Logi, I don't know, Logi, and it's a MX Master 3S. It has different buttons that do shortcuts. Oh my gosh, my world has changed because of this. Yeah, one of the people that I was helping out, they gifted me that, and man, I love it. But anyway, the mouse I had before that, click, 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 click. So what I would do is I would get a towel, I would have it folded, I would put that towel on my hand so it wouldn't muffle the sound and you couldn't hear it. And the microphone was not even close to the mouse. It was far away, but you can still hear the click, 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 click. It's like, no. So I got the towel and I would put it on my, but this one I don't have to worry about. Now my other MX Master 3S, That one, it clicks. I bought that one. It was a refurbished one. I was like, oh man, I can save $30. So I bought it and click, click, click. Oh, great. That's like great. So that one I have it for my other computer. But I mean, I love the mouse. Oh my gosh, I love it. So right now, price coming up. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't stand there's some that whisper. It's like, no, please, for the love of God. But this keyboard, this one, I had another keyboard, and it was, man, you couldn't hear nothing. Just like you could not hear anything. This keyboard you can, because it has the lights, and I'm always using the keyboard, and it's always, I normally have my room dark, the office or whatever dark, but right now I have the light on, but normally it's dark in here, and the lighted keyboard, man, it really makes a huge difference. Now, granted, I know where the keys are at, but still, it's just cool to know. Oh, I don't need a, like, you know what I mean. So anyway, but this keyboard, the very first thing, and I got it, and it's like click, click. I was like, no, please no, click, 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 click. It took me a while for me to get used to it, but I know my mic is kind of close to the keyboard, but I have the keyboard kind of away. Anyway, Joe, that's too much info. So let's go ahead and lower the opacity on this bad boy. Just so we can kind of see. That's what we're thinking. We shall see. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues, let me know. Whether it's indicators, so right now we have possible, which is very possible, bearish divergence. We have a high, we have a lower high. We have a high, we have a higher high. So this is saying very possible bearish divergence. Why is it very possible and not just possible? Well, the price would have to go up very high in order for this to go up very high to beat this. So the likelihood of this coming down is significant, very significant. Not only that, but we did come up. I would expect it to potentially pull back to at least the 200 SMA, which is right around 0.08102. Hopefully it doesn't come down any lower, but if it does, we have our lower entry. And then hopefully it goes up. And then now the level that we're concerned with is this newly formed pivot right at 0.08340. So this is what we're waiting for. And now is when we get popcorn and we just enjoy the show. Hopefully it turns out great for us, as opposed to, oh no, what happened to my money? So that's what that is. So this is how we trade. And we do this on any coin. Any coin. It's just, if the chart is ready for it. If the chart already made its move, could it continue? Sure. But I don't like trading those. Not at all. I don't know how I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream. That I don't know. Maybe an 8-hour. I don't know. I think everybody's at Frankie candles right now. It's already dark outside. Dang it. But this is what I'm looking for. We'll see. And a good thing to note too is when there's going to be possible pullbacks, so that if it does happen, you don't freak out. And then hopefully your lower entries hit. Now, I've had some lower entries where they've hit and then I get stopped out. I was like, like, dang it. And then I've had some where I'm watching it so I could enter lower, and then it comes right to where I would have had my lower entry, and then instead of doing, a candle, then more candles, then more candles, then working its way up, it just taps it and moves. I was like, dang it, I could have, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda syndrome. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda syndrome, where it goes down to the exact point where I was thinking, and then it creates a wick and then goes up. It's like, oh man, I could have made a lot of money, or at least more money. But it's like, nope. But yeah. Let's see here. I wonder if Frankie stops. Oh no, because then we have OC. OC's on 8. 25 minutes. Man, today was a busy day. Today was so busy. It's crazy. Another week is coming on. We're on Thursday already. Right now, kind of being boring, stalling out. So far it's respecting that VWAP. I don't expect it to respect it too much longer. I don't expect it to respect the VWAP too much longer. I think it's going to come down to possibly the VWAP, the 200 SMA, which is the yellow, and then maybe even to the 30 SMA, and then see if it bounces here. We shall see. Let's see here. Chris says, just got out of my trades. Reassessing now. Looking at Tau, ETH, Sol, and Doge, besides Bitcoin, of course. Yeah, in my opinion, I think all those are going to go down. Just without even looking at them, I think they're all going to go down because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not looking strong. Let's see here. What's this one? So people were calling for ADA shorts. I believe it was up here. %. See, that's why it's risky to get them up here. I mean, I probably would have done it. I didn't enter it though. And then it did break this level. But I haven't looked at Tau in a while. So it's in my zone. This lower entry of 33%. This is potential bounce zone. If, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, lower entry being huge profits. But yeah, it just depends on Bitcoin right now, because this could continue doing this number, and then now maybe come for that. In order to be bullish again on Tau, it needs to break above 430. 428. Well, we can just call it 430. This is where we could enter if it does something like that. Could enter here and then add to the entry if it breaks the pivot. That's for Tau. For ETH, I haven't looked at ETH in a while too. Potential bounce, but to me, it's too dangerous to get them at these levels because they could easily roll over. It could easily come up, maybe even do something like this, and then bloop, come back down. So for me, it would have to do this. Come up, break this level. This level is way too small for us to even look at it, really. But for us to break that level for sure, do another higher high, and then retrace, and then now break that. Solana. Solana, we were in a short, but then we got stopped out. Solana actually, man, it's the same. Because here, it could come up to here and then do this number. So same thing, we needed to break the level. And move these over so we can see it just a little bit better. I like leaving these on here so that we can see our thought process. To me, that's really important, thought process. Let's see here, Doge. So Doge, we had a lower entry, 25%. If you would have had that, then of course, and same thing with this one. That was 25, this is 35, 36%. And this was given out in the VIP. This was given out some time ago too, like a month or two ago. But same thing, you know, we came down. What we're looking for is we're looking to do something like this or a rollover to get this. So right now it's in that stage where like let's just wait. Speaking of not waiting, how's our trade? Okay, coming down to the 30. This is what we're looking for. This is what we were hoping for. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but my thought process, and I could be completely wrong, is, or my thought process was due to this bearish divergence, the very high likelihood of bearish divergence, where we break below the VWAP, break below the 200 SMA, and potentially bounce off the 30 SMA. Now, it's premature to say we're bouncing because this could continue coming down. And then maybe bounce here off of this level. And let's do that one in yellow. I really hate that this does that. So let's take that. But my thought process is hopefully, potentially, we bounce over the 30 SMA. And right now it's currently bouncing. Doesn't mean that it will. We could still roll over, get rejected off of the VWAP, the blue line, and then come all the way down. And I'm hoping that we bounce on our yellow line, which the yellow one, I will change it to a purple. So we can see it 0.07777. That's where I would like it to bounce. Our lower entry is slightly below it, so you know we may get lucky with the wick. So we'll see. But our stop loss is here, lower entry here. So now we just wait and see. Let's see here. Thinking about demo trading the rest of the night, to be honest. What you could do is trade with the dollar. Nothing wrong with the dollar. Treat that dollar like it's 1,000. So if you make 10 cents, well then what is that, $100? Treat. That's what I like doing. I'll trade a dollar. I have no issue with trading a dollar. I'll trade a dollar. I was like, okay, I can't lose 10 cents of it. You know, getting crazy. You know, 10% of my dollar I'm risking, which is it's not good risk management. So maybe do 5 cents where you're able to risk it. Now, depending on the coin, depends if you can actually do a trade with the dollar. And of course, depending on the leverage too. But yeah, that's what I like doing. I'll trade with a few bucks. $1, $3, $5, 10, you know, whatever. That's what I do. But questions, comments, concerns, issues? And I went to the store today, and convenience store. I was like, you know, I want a snack. You know, I was driving or whatever. I was like, man, I want a snack. I haven't bought a snack in a long time. I'm going, it's like $3 for a candy bar, $3 for this, $3 for a honey bun, maybe? I don't even know. Like everything was $3, $2.88 to buy two for $6. Like, what the heck? I told a lady too. I said, man, either I'm not making enough money or things have really gone up. She goes, it's just that we're old. You know, back in our day, they were 75 cents. I said, I know. $1.25. Now it's $3 freaking dollars. So, yeah. But I got some Twinkies. No, No. The little cupcakes that are like Twinkies or something. Yeah. But they were in a bin by the register, and they said 50 to 70% off. I said, how much is this? She goes, cling, brings it up, $3. $3? And it's 70% off? How much was it originally? She's like, well, they're $3. I said, but there's a bin full of them. And she goes, well, hold on. So she asked somebody else, and they're like, no, they're $1. Okay, I'll take 20. No, I'm playing. I got two. One for now, one for later. So, that's my little story. Let's see here. I got nothing else to talk about. You know, right now we're currently bouncing off of the 30 SMA, which is the orange line. I don't know what else. Do we have divergence? Let's see. Low. Let me zoom in. Low, lower low. Low, higher low, divergence, bullish divergence. And the bullish divergence is now starting to play out. Bouncing off the area where we thought we might bounce. Granted, I don't know what's going to happen. And one thing, the difference between me and a lot of people who want to sell you something is, you see, I told you, I called it. And even right now, it's too early to even say that, because they can easily roll over. Easily. Are we still in profits? Yeah, we're about the same, 37. Why does this look different? It just looks cleaner, okay. No, it looks different. Oh, it didn't. This doesn't update. I have to refresh it. There we go. That's better. Let's go. Cool. Let's go back over here. This. Okay, so this was a test of just using this as opposed to the OBS. There were some things that I liked about it, some things that I don't. It's not customizable, that's for sure. But I did not get to test out the collab area, but that's fine. I'll hopefully be testing that out. Again, there was no warning to the YouTubers or nothing like that, or just people who want to join or whatever. But what I'll do next time, I have this. I know that there's a lot of limitations versus what I'm used to doing, but it would be pretty cool, to do it like everybody else does it, where they have this and this, and they're like blah blah blah. Oh, and I can actually move this over. I saw that last time. And then blah, 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 and this and that, and blah, blah, and then move it over again, and blah, blah, blah. So, and I have this. Whoa! But I can't, I can customize. Customize. Nope. Volume. Never mind. Oh, what did I do? Look it up. The time? Nope. Caption. Nope. I need chat. There. I'm gonna do this. Boring. This. Boring because I get hidden. Then this. That's good. So where are we at? Oh, coming down. Oh no. Big time bullish divergence. Let's go, bullets origins. Let's go. Trying to think of stuff to say. I had some big old grapes yesterday. I finished them though. They were big. They were like that big. Huge. They were like huge. Probably buy some more tomorrow. I should buy some tonight. It's pretty late. But they were good. I don't know what to talk about. Who's here, guys? Put a one in the chat if you're here. I don't even know who's here. Tired. Over early. Yeah. Not sure how that got there. Let me look at this one. X. Okay. Nice wick right here. 30 seconds to go. Hey, we got Mass is alive, or Mass is live. What's up? Happy you're here, man. Happy you're here. Right now, it's just a testing stream. I'm gonna be doing some collabs pretty soon, so I'm just messing with the thing. If you have a coin you want me to do, let me know. We got into this trade a little earlier. Gave the thought process on why we entered the trade, the stuff that I used to enter the trade, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Loki's Angel is asking, a killer egg bake tonight. What? Smells spectacular. Can't wait. You guys baking? Killer egg bake. I ate earlier. I mean, it was okay. Went to a restaurant, and man, the girl, she was so incredibly polite. It surprised the heck out of me. I'm not used to that. Really not used to it. Like, excuse me, sir, is it okay if I sweep around your area? I was like, yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Do your thing. And anything else I can get you, sir? And man, I felt like a king in there. Make sure to give him a tip and everything. But she wasn't even my waitress. There was another lady who was my waitress, a young girl too, very nice, polite and everything. And, when I left, I let that girl know. I was like, I just want to let you know, you are extremely polite. You just, I just went on and on. She was stumbling over her words. Just, oh, thank you, sir, and blah, blah. And I don't think she'd gotten a compliment like that. But yeah, I was like, man. I said, you were very polite. Very rare. Normally it's like, not so much what do you want, and it's so funny too, like at the drive-thrus, you pull up, they open the window, $4.97 or whatever the price is. It's like, hello, $4.97. Okay, here you go. Here's your change. Here you go. And they close the window. It's like, man, whatever happened to, hey, how's it going? Your total is $4.97. Okay, here you go. All right, your change is 32 cents. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day. Oh, thank you, man. Whatever happened to that? I think I'm just old. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. We're coming back. We ended up bouncing off of that 30 SMA, which we were looking at, potentially bouncing off. We do have 20 seconds left to go on this 3-minute candle. And then from there, we will see if we get a bounce off of the VWAP, which is the blue line, and then continuing up, or if we come straight down. If we come straight down to the purple line, 0.07777, that's where we're looking for a bounce. We do have our stop loss, and we shall see. We shall see what happens. I should be doing something. I don't know what to do. Joe, you didn't think this stopped too well. No, sure did. Sure didn't. And if I do a long live stream, there's no way I want to be sitting down for all those hours. I'd have to do it from my other computer, where my stand-up desk is at. That way, be on the treadmill, go. I'm talking, out of breath, passing out. Joe, we got 911 on your way. Like, hurry! But yeah. I meant making a killer egg bake tonight. I got some bananas. I got to eat those bananas. They're already starting to turn. I got some bananas I'm going to eat. I have a blender that I bought 7 years ago. Still haven't opened it. It moves from one place to the new place I think that blender has been around for 2 or 3 moves. Still unopened. Packaged, everything. Tape is still there. I haven't even plugged it in once. But it'd be good to have a banana smoothie. Have them bananas, some ice. And then I'd probably do it with water. Just because then, if you put condensed milk or milk, it starts becoming very fattening. Fattening equals delicious. Delicious tasting. Right now we're looking at this. This is the level that we were talking about earlier, where if we come down to the 30 SMA, this is the level that we would now be looking to break. So let's change this color, which is right around 0.08385, and we're right at it too. So let's see if we can break above. If we can break above, we're looking for it to potentially bounce, and that's what this is showing. So we'll see. Let's see here. Mast is live. Says making interesting with some challenges, like do only 3 trades daily on live and explain why you did that trade so people understand more. It's my view boss. Yeah, so what I do, in case it's your first time watching, what I do is I explain how to trade. And on this particular trade, we show the thought process of, because we were looking for a trade. We were going over Bitcoin, we went over we were looking for a trade and we didn't find anything. Then we came on this one. It's like, oh yeah, let's look at this one. And then we gave the reason for the trade. We gave the thought process of why we're entering. In addition to that, I mentioned that I was going to enter. Here was my stop loss. I'm going to add to my entry. So I'm doing all that knowing that YouTube takes about 20, 30-second delay. So by the time I enter it, we enter it together. And of course, I mentioned I would recommend 3 to 5x. For me, I'm going to do a little bit more leverage, but that's because I'm using less margin. So I discussed as far as the reason for the margin, the reason for the leverage, in addition to why we entered the trade. And then for me personally, I like only being, especially if I'm going to do this live, to where I'm talking and updating with the thought process of, we talked about this possible, very highly possible bearish divergence that did play out, why we might break below the VWAP, which is in blue, and then also come down to our orange, which is our 30 SMA, for a potential bounce. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. And then sure enough, it did just that. But we could have been completely wrong. It could have come all the way down. And we have a lower entry as well. So yeah, so I explained just basically the entire thought process. For me personally, I believe, one, the children are our future, and two, you need to explain your thought process. It's always the who, what, where, when, especially the why. And if you cannot establish the why, well, and explain the why, well, then are you just flipping a coin and saying I'm entering? Well, we talked about the higher highs, we talked about the lows not being broken, and that's the reason for the trade. And right now, or I forget what we're at right now. Right now, we're at a little bit more for our thing. But now again, I don't recommend the 10x. I'm only doing this because, well, I have a little margin in there. And margin equals the amount of money you have in the trade. But for everybody else, I recommend 3 to 5x. Now here, this is the level that we're looking at potentially breaking. We tried to break it. We went up. We created a wick. And now we're coming down. So what we really don't want to do, I mean, we don't want to break this level. But if we do, a really strong chance that now we're looking for that bounce off of the 0.07777. If we come down here. Hopefully we continue this momentum of higher highs and higher lows. Because right now here, I kind of, laid it out here. There's our high. We end up breaking it. Here's our high. We end up breaking it. Here's our high. We end up breaking it. And because of that, we entered the trade. Now here's a high. We ended up breaking it, I think. Or I forget where we entered. And then here's a high. We ended up breaking it. So now here's our high. We ended up breaking it. And so right now, what we're doing is we're just following this likelihood that this is an uptrend because we're not breaking the lows, we're breaking the highs. So this is the uptrend that we're looking for. Hey, we got Mr. Ethereum in the house. What is going on? What is going on? So right now we are getting a pump. So here's our pump. And this token is called TA. Now, notice one thing. There's no crazy emotions or, oh my gosh, but that's what we do. We win, we lose. We win, we lose. Now, if you wanted to, you could take profits now because here was an area of potential profit taking. You could take profits now. And then here's our next one. So let's go from here to here. So it would be about here. And one thing that you do not want to do is you do not want to, and I'm going to take some profits. One thing that you do not want to do is you do not want to, let's see here, 0.089. That would be my area. And we'll do confirm. Okay, so I did take profit on that. It did hit. So here would be, right around this price right now. You can do your profit. And so now what I have to do is I have to move up my stop loss. That is really, really important. Oh man. Let me see what it is. Okay. One second. Hey guys, how's it going? So if you're not watching the live stream right now, I did end up taking some profit on the current price, right around 0.89 area. And we still have our second target above. So let me go ahead and put this on here. I ended up putting this for my group. So 50%. Let's do this one too. 50%. Copy image. This is TA update targets. And this one we can get away. So we took profits. And then here's our next one. Oh, we need to move our stop loss. Dang it, I forgot about that. So our stop loss, trying to see. Up, down, up, down. I want it. I'll do it underneath the 30 SM, the 200 SMA. This is really close to that. So now we have to cancel our lower entry. So we're canceling our lower entry. And we're moving this over by holding shift. We're clicking this. So what we're doing is we're managing our risk. We removed our lower entry. We have our new stop loss. And so let me do this. Apply. So we're going to do update TA. This is a 3 to 5x leverage. Here first, target, hit. So move, stop loss, 0.08002. And I think that's it. So we can get rid of this. Now we can move this over. And so what I like to do is I like to have I can get rid of this too. I like to have my charts really clean. We're going to set this to the back. So I'm looking for it to come up here and then getting rejected right here to come down. You know what? I don't want it to break this. We're going to put it in slight profit. I don't want to break that level. Copy. In here, paste. So move stop loss 0.08240. And this is slight profit. Slight profit. Okay. Now it's moving. So do not be surprised if it pulls back. Copy. Okay. And this is how you trade, guys. This is how you trade. You don't trade with emotions. You don't trade with, oh my gosh, it's moving. What do I do now? No, we have targets. We have stop losses. We have our thought process. We have, when it does start pulling back, we have our plan, what might happen. And in this case, we were lucky and it did happen, what we thought. Now, when I say lucky, not so much luck, it's what we thought and it's the probabilities. But I don't want to sound like, oh, I know exactly what the price is going to do and every time. No, not even. Can you imagine how rich I'd be if I knew that? Oh my gosh. All right. So let's go over here to the chats. Let's see here. We got Chris saying, give that thing. Come here, man. See here. I got some bananas yesterday, actually. Yeah, I bought bananas, grapes. I've been eating a lot of plums. Oh, man. But the last plums that I bought, they were nothing like the other time. Mast is live says, yeah, that's true, boss. Then come over here, Mr. Ethereum. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you for smashing the like, everybody. Appreciate you. See here. Then we have Mast is live says, For me, leverage don't matter because I always look what I am risking. If I am taking $1,000 risk, no matter what leverage I'm taking due to. Yeah, and your thought process is right. 100% right. Oh, let me move my stop loss. That's one thing I do sometimes. Let me cancel my lower entry. Let me get my stop loss and move it up 82. Ooh, I moved it. It's probably going to hit. Okay, so mine didn't hit. Everybody else got stopped out. Mine, I put it right under the wick. So I'll probably get stopped out in just a second. I always do that. And that's one of my, here we go. We're going to get stopped out probably. And that's one of the things that happens to me. There's times where the group's making some good money and I'll go and I'll look and it's like, why am I down? I was like, oh, snap. I forgot to take my profit. I forgot to, I'm notifying the group and then I'm answering questions and answering DMs and updating the group and making videos and everything else. And then I go and look like, why am I down? I was like, oh, for whatever reason, I didn't take the profit or I didn't move up. My main things is I forget to move up my stop losses. I'll update the group, but I won't move them up. It's like, dang it. So here we're out of the trade. Now, granted, I'm still in it, but everybody else is out of the trade. So if we would have had it underneath the 200 SMA, we'd still be in it. But I didn't want it to break this level. So it is what it is. So that was fun. But yeah, stop losses, very, very important. And just the overall thought process is very important. Let's go back over here. Man, I did that just in time too. Look at this. I was actually in the midst of moving up my stop loss. And I was going to put it up here and I saw that it went down. I was like, oh, let me wait. And I put it right here and then it just... So I got lucky on that. But everybody else is out. And it's fine. Could you re-enter? Sure. Let this candle close. And then, because I think right now is great because now the price action's above. So right now, I do a re-entry. I would do a re-entry. I'm not going to post it again for the group just because it's too much work doing the group and then doing this. So what I'm actually going to do, and I'm going to have my stop loss underneath here. So I'll do my stop loss here. And that's because we got stuff out. So we'll do this. Here's the new setup. Oh man. Oh wait, this is up way up here. So again, 2 to 4x leverage on this. What's this? Anchor drawing. I don't know what that means. So now it'll be a 2 to 4 because of how far away we are from the. I like it. So let me catch you in the chat real quick because I'm thinking about taking this with y'all. Let's see here. What was this? Okay, yeah, no, you're true. You're right because and so that's the thing too. Like sometimes I'll trade with very high leverage because the amount of money I'm willing to risk. So if I'm willing to risk, let's just do simple numbers. $1, $10, $100. It doesn't matter. What matters is where my stop loss is at. So if I can trade using 10,000, 1,000, 500. Wow, is it gonna come out? Get this already? And I'm willing to risk $1, $10, $100 Like the amount of, wow, it took it too. And that's the risk we take when we're using when we're trading low market cap coins. Wow, that one took it fast. We made money, and then we gave it right back. Boom. Now, the reason I say that is because, this was a setup. This was an enter now. And it just took it. I didn't get a chance to do it because I'm explaining stuff, but I would have lost right here. And I would have done my 10x because I'm crazy. I like doing it. It's more exciting. But I'm trading with very little money. Very little. Don't tell me it's done. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna enter, and I'm gonna do it right here, and I'll do a 5x leverage. Here's my stop loss. Let me get rid of this. I'm gonna enter, and I'm gonna do a 5x leverage. I'm gonna get in with y'all. Copy and paste. If y'all take it, this is high risk though, very high risk. Let me see. So I'm out of the trade. I'm gonna enter the trade. I'm actually gonna do market in case it moves, and we'll do long. I forgot to do 5x. Dang it. Oh my gosh. 7.6. Oh, it took us out already. Dang it. So I didn't even get a chance to do my my amount of my stop loss, but since it went lower than this, I canceled the trade, which was good because I forgot to change my amount of leverage, and right now that would have hurt a lot. 70%. So here's the thing too, like whenever we're doing whenever streamers are doing trades and doing a live stream, it's kind of difficult because we're explaining what we're doing, we're talking through it and everything. And right there you saw that I entered the trade and I went and I was mentioning I think it was 5x leverage, and I accidentally had mine still at 10, and then it went down, and then it would have been stopped out. So normally what I do is I put in my stop as I'm going, but I thought it was going to move. So that's 2 trades. Let's hope that's horrible. All right. Let's see here. What's this one say? Mystery says the Bitcoin whale closed his 500 million short after that. He bought it there. There you go. I'm surprised this is not going up right now. Nothing's happening. Man, gold's just ripping. Dang. 42.16. Man, I'm kind of scared now entering again. So what we're doing, like the reason this is high risk is because we're trying to catch the bottom. That's what we're trying to do right now. And catching the bottom is literally like flipping a coin. Because yes, it came down here for this liquidity, and then we were thinking it was going to go up, but then it came down for this liquidity. And there's liquidity everywhere, all on the downside. So now I can't trade this one anymore because now I have to wait too long. Because now I'm thinking it's going to do something like this. Either come up from here or roll over and then take all this. But more than likely it going up is higher. Let's take this off. Let's hide everything. What we could do is we could break this level to take all this. So I tried to catch the bottom twice already and got stopped out. Third time's the charm, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to risk it though. You know, I made some good money on it. Let's see here. All right, so we got some more viewers. Let's go ahead and finish the show. Let us go ahead and let's go ahead and forward everybody to. I say everybody like we have like a big group. Let's forward everybody to OC guy. And while we're over there, if you could please say, I think, is it? No. Yeah, I think this is it. You can please say Trade Intuition Raid. I think he's live right now. Yeah. Trade Intuition Raid. That's going to be it for the show. I hope you all had fun. I was really trying to do this to where we're going to have somebody come on. That way we can talk and I can see what buttons I can push. Because, again, this is new as far as hopefully doing this collab stuff. But I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next video. I don't know where it is to end the show. Oh, end stream. So I don't have an outro screen either. So I got to fix that. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you. And we're going to go to OC Guy. So please, wow, look at that. So please say Trade Intuition Raid. I do thank you guys very much. See you in the next video. As always, take care. Let's make this money. See you guys.